chat with you.
Next in line is a panel discussion where industry leaders discussed and deliberated on the topic, the changing face of new age workspaces. Here are the highlights.
The real estate commercial office journey really started in India around mid-90s, post the sort of liberalization, and as workspaces have changed significantly it's kind of moved closer to the HR strategy as opposed to finance strategy. Again, big difference. 10 years ago, most of the workspaces or real estate teams rolled up to finance. Now they're kind of rolling up more into HR because it's becoming so close and so precious to the HR strategy, to the employee strategy, to employee engagement, the whole sort of hiring philosophy, etc. Shared experiences, community building, social interaction are the themes which drive workplace designs of today.
Today what we are doing is more of a open workplace. When I say open workplace, this is again in standard with Microsoft intelligent, we call as IW standard, intelligent workplace standard, which basically is dependent on the kind of the work of businesses have been doing it. So today the mantra is one, which is employee experience. And in employee experience, we see three important verticals around it. One is sustainability, right? Second thing is accessibility, which caters to the people with physically handicapped. And the third aspect is the technology, which can bring employee experience, to the fullest. So that's how we have seen the evolution of Microsoft Workplace.
I think the way we engage with people is determined by the kind of workspace you will finally design for your employees. But I start with employees first and workspaces second. I wouldn't just go and impose it and saying, look, let's just put everybody on a table, because honestly, I've seen so much of an emotional stress with employee engagement. But it does work. So there was a little bit of a resistance, but when we moved to open offices, people started to suddenly talk to each other. So the boundaries started to meld of minds, not just physically.
We were very clear that we want to be an office experience company rather than a co-working company, and want to focus on the enterprise side of it, because that was the bigger addressable market to go after. I think what has really helped us in our journey is we've grown from 0 to about 4.2 million square foot now, spread across the 9 cities. 95% plus of our clients are enterprise. We have over 400 clients today. 95% plus are enterprise. And that's just because they've accepted this as an alternate to doing it on their own, right? Because experience for our employees, the new age employees, the millennials that are coming in, have a huge social exposure now. They know what a Microsoft is doing in their newest center in the States, or what an RBS is doing when they're changing their setups in Scotland, right? So they want that here, back in India as well.
People don't understand that, India में भेड़ चाल होती है, so मैंने किया अपने बेटे के लिए तो उसने भी अपने बेटे के लिए co-working खोल दिया. ऐसे कर करके we suddenly had 400 co-working companies in India. Because number one, there was no entry barrier. All you needed was space. आपकी building नहीं चल रही, चलो co-working डाल दो, चल जाएगी. So that was the fundamental paradigm shift or a mistake that many people made, and I think they continue to make those mistakes, not realizing that a smart work or a co-work or an office or a table space or a WeWork today is actually a cash burn business for the first 5 years of the business. So any of you who want to have ideas of taking Anshul's clue of 8x or 10x growth in co-working, be careful that this is actually a cash burn business.
I'm bullish about co-working. I think at the end of the day, it provides a SKU that wasn't available in the market to a set of underserved customers. I mean, these are customers where there were freelancers, startups, SMEs in the beginning, who didn't have access to high-quality grade A office space in a flexible way. And now we provide them low cost, relatively low cost, but certainly higher value add in terms of amenities. And I think this evolution from calling co-working to managed workspaces for larger companies, I think is a trend that will continue.
Obviously, coronavirus has brought, unprecedented both human and humanitarian challenges. For us, there has been a slowdown in the business in the last couple of months, whilst obviously because of our focus market, which is more towards enterprises, we haven't seen a significant impact economically on the business yet. But with respect to new business coming up and growth, there has been challenges over the last couple of months. Decision making in our industries pretty much stalled till the time people don't start coming back to office to work. And since we provide workspace as a service, the new take-up of space has become fairly limited at this point of time. And the decision makers are not taking a call till the time things don't get much better. I think we have taken a very optimistic approach towards what's happening. I think the end effect, if you look at the number of inquiries that have started coming to co-working for us in the last 2 or 3 months, that number has spiked by almost 200 to 300%. There are 2 or 3 major trends which is getting into the industry now. Obviously, the first bit is technologically enabling most of the spaces. What this has taught us that people now want to integrate technology into everything, whether it is doing an interview over Zoom or having a completely touchless infrastructure within your office space, and giving you the ability to sort of not work from home but work from anywhere. We call it work from WFA, which is basically you have the ability to get into your system from anywhere you want. The second trend that we are seeing particularly in our industry is that earlier people were looking at consolidation. When it came to a large MNC, they were looking at acquiring 1,000 or 2,000 seats in one building and getting all their people to work out of one office. Now that conversation has significantly changed. People have started coming back and saying that, I would not want my employees to travel a lot. Instead of doing one office with 1,000 people, can I get 10 offices with 100 people each, spread across the city, so that it gives me enough business continuity just in case something like this is to happen again. And it gives me, my employees, the flexibility to work from a preferred location rather than, traveling and getting into a centralized location every